Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. It is November the 12th, around 10:30 p.m. and I am making this video to document some of the events that took place in the last approximately 4 weeks. Started with two or three messages from Matthew, and ended, didn't end, the ongoing things, the ongoing saga of the Shabans, which Alhamdulillah, I'm very pleased, very happy, and content. Uh, thank God for everything. Alhamdulillah. Um, what I really, all along, I'm trying to get that message through that I am not doing any of my videos or my activism to point the finger at anyone, or rather, or neither carry my luggage and walk around and complain. Instead, I am doing this because to bring it to the attention to the authority, and also to us, to everyone. Uh, Again, to try to do the right thing, and don't let anyone change who you are, your character. Uh, we all have spiritual beliefs or religions. We all have creeds, aqidah, and we go about it, in a different way. But I think we all have that instinct of worshiping, and it has drives. And if we don't fulfill it with the right ideas, then we get stray and follow other deities, which is, there is no deities but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but we follow other idols and worship some, also associate with, make a middle identity, or a worship a priest, or Mawla, or some to get us closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We think that this is what is going to get us salvation. Now, this is all said. I'm not very good when it comes to spirituality or religion. I think I have most my knowledge, alhamdulillah, from very little from the Quran. But sometimes I can, get the right verse to fit there, and my fear is that to make mistakes. أقول قولي هذا والله أعلم. This is, Allah knows everything. Now let's go back to the events. Um from the beginning, I don't believe that I have any mental illnesses, and might be uh, very uh, personal information, but I have the liberty to disclose and say anything I wanted to say, because I am not violating other people's privacy. And I'm talking about myself. When I don't sleep, it's because I'm occupied. My mind is not free, it is always thinking about some that took place. And I become the idea, that's where the racing thoughts come from. The idea will always be there, and I will keep asking myself, and my mind will be going a lot faster than my, fatigue, physique, or my body. Therefore, I won't sleep, and that can take a long time. And then I get that energy, pierce of energy just to come to me, and I will not get violent. I will not, you know, hurt or say things that I, without being coherent of what I'm saying, but I will be loud. My hand started, but this is again from our culture. We are loud, the nature of the Arabic language, and also the culture, because we're always merchants, and always going in the marketplace, and yeah, ayyuhal mala. And this is we even then we do with human voice, the adhan, not bell or you know. Now this is about the culture. That's why I'm not making excuses, but this is who I am. The Matthew, my little ones are the most, again, disturbing things in my life now. Why? Because I'm not saying I want to give less importance to my other beautiful kids, all of them, but I spend the time during their youth doing the same thing that I'm doing for Matthew and Jasmine. Now, any child, it's not only my children, any child that's going through that, if I know, I will try to step in and help. And I'm not doing that to create a conflict with the parents or whoever, but I think we can do better for our children. It's very important to take care of them now, because this is a time where it is the foundation. It sets their personality. They learn everything, and that's what it shapes them, who they're gonna be in the future during these years from 7 to 14. Okay, intense teaching. Not to mention that the children at this time, they need both parents. Again, not together, but they need both parents to be involved and interact, and going to school, and do some, spend the time at the school, parents teacher meetings, or conferences, and so on and so forth. That it grounds them, and also it builds them their self-esteem. They know that they are loved. It makes them who they are. It's very important. Now, when we use politics and try to deny one parent the right of knowing and being part in their children's life, we are not really hurting the parent. We hurting the children most. Okay, and that's why I am very vigorous about stepping in for any child and be an advocate. Why? because they don't have the ability, or they can't. Okay, they act up, and they get angry and they get messed up, but they don't have the abilities to stand up, to because they believe they love both parents, and they believe everything that the parents does, and maybe the parents don't that parent that doing this don't have really the intention to do that. Maybe it's some kind of being don't know better, or forced to a situation, or have some problems themselves that they need to deal with, or to get help for. Now, that was the most handicapped throughout the last 7 years since Matthew was born. Now, I experienced that with my older kids, but at the time I was in the life. It never, until they left in 2009. I missed them, but I also was able to go there, every year, or every, period of time, and I go spend a couple of weeks and visit with them, and I will, be in touch with them on phones and stuff. And then when they get older, then it's their choice, and then they will be with their friends, and they really don't want to talk to much to parents, either one, because they already become young men and women, and they want to live their life, and usually they are very busy. Now, when that happened, another couple things from the other also took place. It came all together, and it was overwhelming. At the time, I was out of my meds, and I went to, uh, now I'm going to disclose the county, to Luma. And the reason I'm saying the name, because I will say some there, and I hope that this video will reach the director of this facility or hospital, to uh, do some, do some. And I'm not shy, I don't hide anything, and I'm not, again, meaning any harm, but this is wrong, and when it's our responsibility when we see some that is done, and there is people getting vulnerable, people, old and depressed and sick, and we have the obligation to stand up and just bring it to the attention. Now, I'm gonna talk about me, because I seen things, and then they have you sign, don't talk about anyone else, but I'm not mentioning names, but I am Mohammed Shiban, and I was at Loma Linda University Behavior Medicine Center in Redlands. Now, I went to there Friday, October 30th, and I wasn't going there, but actually, no, I was. But anyway, in a way, I was riding a bike and a bus and everything and walking, and I went to uh, the. I found another office that I didn't know what it was, but it says rehabilitation department, rehabilitation department. And guess what department was? It was a social services office. Department of Social Services, where you get food stamps and Medicare and Medi-Cal and cash aid and general relief and so on and so forth. But it was an upscale side of town, and usually is hidden. You can even, you know, and I was just, oh, what that's nice building. Oh, county of whatever. But anyway, went to there and I applied, and then I had the phone number for this place, and I thought that this place also is a county Department of Health Services, uh, that county. So I went to there, and and I said, and then I found out it's a private clinic, and it's a rehabilitation place. So uh, detox, detox. That's the right name. When I went there, I thought that I'm gonna go to the ATS like I do in Riverside, and then most I was kept. They sent me one uh, for a little bit over a week, and that was beginning of this year. Anyway, so I thought that I'm gonna go in, and sometimes they just keep me overnight or a couple of days, and then make sure that when I take the medication there is no reaction, and they take your blood test and your lab, and take your picture. Every place now they want to take your picture. Why you want to take my picture? And I suspected that because I think they used to take the picture, and we have you sign many times over and over many forms, and then once you're gone, and then they have no, the beds are not all full, and they need some more business though, so they bring, oh yeah, so and so came in and check his forms, and we already have everything. And I think the social service does the same thing. Any office, government office, when you go wonder why you're signing so many things, the same thing is because that's what they do. They just to get enough funds and committing fraud, and don't give you. So when they take a picture, oh, he was here. Here's his pictures, and it's pretty fresh. But anyway, that's my suspicious mind goes there. I could be wrong. Now, it was Matthew thing, and I wasn't able to go and visit, and we already make a video about that. It was, again, it was a setup. God bless it, their heart. I hope they're doing well with whatever. But again, I want to remind everyone: be kind, be kind, not taking anything with you, and these acts are not acceptable to do that to your children. You're not getting anything, you know. The money I ain't gonna take. I'm not gonna. I can't. It's a social security. They give it to the person that has the children. Okay, most of the time, you see. But anyway, I never got there. Oh no! Now I want to remind everyone, all my exes, that I pay for every child. And the minute the other parent felt that I'm not capable, or I don't have any income or so, then they, anyway. So message for everyone. I'm not gonna mention names, but everyone knows who they are. Don't lie to the kids. Don't lie to my children. You lie to everyone else. Don't lie to my children. This is not good. You're hurting them when you lie to them, because they will find out and they will be angry at you. They will find out. Kids grow and they think and they let their mind work. And I'm not saying that when they're little, they're smart, they know everything, but they are so vulnerable. They emotionally not capable of standing up and saying, the babies, the children. So financially, each everyone, and it's not in my case only. I'm not talking. Any parent can do that, whether a father or a mother. Just to talk in there. All right. That Matthew Madison, Jasmine issue, couldn't see them. And then South Carolina, I was going to take the car. The car is still at the shop. That you know, Hamza and Omar and their mom uh, donated the car for Hannah, and also some happened there. And then they said that I can. My other two daughters want me to go there, and then I couldn't stay for some reason because the family, some family member was gonna be occupying the room that I was supposed to stay there. So I have to, you know, save the money. I mean, delay my trip and then go next month when I get paid because I pay to get Hannah's car ready. It's good. Alhamdulillah. Why? You know why? Because I have income that I can be a father, a parent, and finance my children as I did all my life. Okay? And the time I was sick and not working, no income, from 2008 until last year, June, the government, the state, the insurance company, which is workman compensation, the state, Department of Labor, and the Social Security Administration. All of them, they were conning my children and their moms and millions of others. Okay? Millions. Now, once I, once I was working, they make sure to withhold from my check, from my commission check, more than what they need because they didn't want to pay. And then it's for tax. It's, putting pennies together and conning people and, take advantage of the tax laws and so on and so forth and invest in the money in the banks, overnight. And, it's the whole thing that is, using the recyclable items and keeping the funds to make sure that they're not gonna be out a penny for no one. All right, and this is all illegal, and we know that it's frauding people out of their money and frauding the state and frauding the federal government out of their, and the state, you know, they know all of this because they're doing the same thing. Now, forget about. I don't want to go on that in a long, confusing economics 101, but I have some kind of issues about the car. That kind of also, make a dent. It wasn't a big deal. Then the trip to South Carolina, I have to get a hotel room. I could sleep anywhere. I could have took a sleeping bag with me and sleep in the car and then fly back within a week or so. It's good. I camp. I've been camping for the last 7, 8 years, on and off. So it is not a big deal. I can sleep anywhere. It's fine. However, they didn't wanted my my daughters to have me there and sleep. But that's good. It's okay. All of this, it made me not able to sleep, and then I wasn't taking my medication because I ran out. So when I went to this place, now let's go through this Loma Linda University Behavior Medicine Center. Again, this is a detox place. A detox they operate is same. I keep telling me that I was a suicidal. I said no, I never have been and never will be. It is, I'm a Muslim, and anyone that has faith in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala or have a belief systems, they know that, killing one person as if you kill all humanity, and imagine if you kill your own self. It's unforgiven. Okay. So I explained to them that this is my background, this is my creed, that's my beliefs, and I don't. But yet they can't get the funds unless you say you are alcoholic or a drug addict or suicidal. One of these three. There is no other way. It's a detox place. You go there, and you put you on antidepressants and pain medicine and everything. You get that nice, not cut, not street drugs, for pharmaceutical one. That you pay a lot more for it, and the insurance pay for it, the social security, and it's a business and it's going well. Now, I saw Dr. Johnson, and the names there are very, they know, you know, the director will know because I explained to him I wanted to talk to him for an hour or a little bit over an hour. And after many attempts to talk to the administrative officer in this place, because I felt like I was a hostage, and I felt that way every time I went to the emergency room to get my medicine for racing thoughts. Okay, my medication. Except the other county, they will really they will try and they will make threats that they're gonna give me shots, and they give people shots. They just drug them and they will become uh, decommission, right? And restrain them and everything. And all of this, they give you all these forms here. This is one of many. Here, I don't know how many pages are those, and he signed many times, here in the publications. And then he didn't give me my patient rights unless I start complaining and writing many complaints and grievances and so on and so forth. And then finally, and they refused to give me the medical board number, and then they retaliated, and then they said, I am 5150, and they kept me 72 hours for no reason. It is unacceptable. Unacceptable. And all I went to there because I was not able to sleep. I was, and I did a sleep study a couple of weeks before that, or 3, 4 weeks before that, and it's documented, guys. What's wrong with everyone? What's wrong with everyone? And I said, I don't want this in my, when I checked out, but I thought, well, after I talked to the director the night before I checked out, or let me go. I was in like a jail, in jail. You can go out. There's chicken wire or whatever, military thing. It's like a jail. You don't see you don't see anything, and you have only 20, 30 minutes in a patio with it's the cage. Unbelievable. They charging a lot of money. Now charging. When I went to in intake, first of all, they wanted me. Oh wow, you're unique. We never have a case like this before. I said, case like what? That I'm not suicidal and I'm not on drugs and I'm not alcoholic. Okay, they don't know it's a unique case for them. They can't keep me if I'm not one of these three, so they have to be one of these three. I said I don't drink, I don't do street drugs, and I don't want to kill myself. Or I'm not seeing things or hearing things. All I've been hearing all along, and I told them that I will be walking to the mosque and then no one will be there. But I hear a lot of commotions and it's like a Quran ringing in my head or people talking. So, and this is not hearing voices. Hearing voices is commanding you to do things, and seeing things that no one else see. And then they ask you, do you have special powers? I said, yes, I do. You believe you have special powers? You go sane, you come out insane. You can become crazy. And that's the whole idea. Now, the other thing that I didn't like that I noticed, ATS. They give they send people for electrical shocks. And I don't know if this is, but anyway, I'm not gonna. Now, they went to there and they said the share cost. And she said, oh, well, you have to sign this. And I said, I don't sign share cost, man. I don't pay. You have to pay. I said, I don't. Now when I'm gonna go leave, if you're gonna show I don't have the money. Well, you can put some relatives. I don't have no relatives to put their name there because I know you're gonna call them, spy on me, and harass them, and for payments that you guys are frauding. You're trying to fraud me out of $1,055 and you don't even know that I'm gonna stay there. I just wanted to see the doctor maybe a day or two to make sure that you guys are, have no responsibility and you take my blood test and you take my urine and you take my weight. And they do it every 30 minutes. Oh, wow, lab. Oh, fasting lab. Oh, blood. Well, you just took blood when I came in. Oh, that wasn't, this is another one because we want to know, make sure that you. And then I said, I don't want a Raspadone. I don't take it every day because it makes me twitch. Then she gave me an extra Raspadone during the day. I said, no, I'm not going to take it. Oh, wow. And that's when they decided to put me 5150, Dr. Bolton. After Dr. Johnson see me a couple of days, oh no, you're not in my unit. He came and said, oh yeah, because he told me that you're going to go home Monday. We just keep you over the weekend and you go home Monday morning. I said, thanks, Dr. Johnson. Then the next day, some uh, resident trainee came and she started interrogating me and telling me that. And I said, well, I don't want to talk to you. You're harassing me already. Go get somebody else. And then she comes back, and then Dr. Bolton, she came a couple of days after. It's unbelievable. 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 And they're saying that this is not crimes. Fraud out of money, have the collections agencies harass us, get the money from the Medicare, and cover California or Medi-Cal and Medicaid, and then they wanted to con you out of another, I don't know, that's 20% because they charge you what, $1,500 a day or something like that. And all they do, they drug people. That's it. You drug them and they take advantage of their old age and dementia and yeah, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable, and I don't understand where is the federal government? Where is it? Because the state is the one, and again, committing all these crimes. Anyway, so I just wanted to put this here, and I'm gonna make this video, and I'm gonna document it, and I'm also gonna do a PDF and send it to them and contact the medical board. I'm gonna go away because it's wrong to be complacent. It is. $1,000, almost $1,100. And then when I was leaving, they got me out. I was supposed to walk out, no problem. Oh no, you got to go and see the intake again. Admission, admission. Why? I already been in admission. I'm going out. You already give me a release thing, and then from the jail. Then I go there and say, oh well, not the same one. They have another person and say, oh, so how are you gonna handle that sheer cost? I said, I ain't gonna handle. Who told you I'm gonna handle? I told her, your boss sitting right there hearing me, this is fraud. Why, you trying to fraud me again? Oh no, it's not fraud. I'm telling you that's for just to call Medicare, call the federal government, call medical board, call the state, call anyone. I ain't gonna pay. Send somebody to shoot me after I leave. Oh, do you have any family members? Oh well, we're gonna send you to send the dude. What you did? Please. Can I go now? Bye. See you later. That's it. But Alhamdulillah, anyway, good. Then I get some clown making threads and anyway, just want to document that, list it. And again, the message is that for the last 29 years, okay, everything was done based on profiling. And I'm sure that I'm not an isolated case. Okay? To put in the system to be an account. To be an account. Doesn't matter what it is. The state and all of these places are, this is a 7 days advantage. Church, Hog, St. Jude, St. Joseph. They're all .orgs. They're all .orgs. Versus the HMOs. A Shifa clinic. The all .orgs. and taking all this money from the federal government. And anyway, that's it. I just want to make this video. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bestow mercy upon humanity. Now, again, and in the Ali shape, I'm in total control, alhamdulillah, and it is wrong. This is wrong, and what's done to babies is wrong. What's done to older kids is wrong. What's done to elderly people, your parents or your grandparents, to put them in these places, it's wrong. All of these crimes, the state has to stop committing crimes and people be taking people and put them in the system just to have an accounts. Okay, so they hijack the children, create the domestic violence cases, and then the drugging and so on and so forth, and all of this. It's just a whole spectrum, again, as I said before. And it is nothing hidden. It is an epidemic that we are not looking at. Federal government is, don't know, the participant, I guess, because they do it in a higher scale again. And it is wrong. It is wrong. And we should be, it's not because it's not touching us now, but it's getting worse every day. And we can voice our opinion and stand firm and tell everyone that this is not right. This is injustice that is we're doing to our own people and committing crimes against them, keeping them in the status quo, and it's not gonna go. That's it. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.